Uh, have you met a client or patient that has impacted your life, made you think about life differently from having met them?
Absolutely. Almost every client, I'd say. Every client is so unique, as we all are. Whether you're a client or not, we're all unique human beings. And it's an honor and a privilege to work with individuals through music therapy. Um, One in particular that I can share with you is a young man who I started working with about 6 years ago with autism. He was an 8-year-old boy at the time, now a 14-year-old young man.
Wow.
So he started coming into music to assist with cognitive development. So there were certain cognitive skills that were challenging for him. Attention happened to be one of them. Sustained attention, information processing and memory. So he naturally connected to music. He had no formal music training whatsoever. And he connected to music first rhythmically, doing a lot of drumming, and then over the course of time discovered piano. We always have a piano set up in our music therapy suite.
And you taught him, or?
No. Well, here's where it gets interesting. He just gravitated to the instrument. I'm primarily on guitar during sessions. So one day he went over to the piano and started tinkering, just exploring.
Yeah.
Piano. That exploration led to learning songs. But what was curious was how he learned the songs. He has a great ear for music. His parents weren't aware of this. He wasn't aware of this. It turns out that he has something we call perfect pitch. So perfect pitch is an ability to hear a note and know exactly what note it is on the keyboard. It's a very rare musical gift, I would call it.
It's amazing.
And he is now able to figure out very involved piano pieces with no sheet music, with no training, just by ear, by hearing it maybe once, maybe twice. For example, he's playing Mozart. He's playing Mozart's Turkish March, which is a pretty complex piece, or Fleur de Lis, some pretty neat classical pieces. And again, he had no training. So I mentioned him because he fascinated me. He continues to fascinate me about the potential human beings have in connecting to music.
Yeah.
What untapped potential do we have neurologically to connect with music? Another client I can share with you briefly, who I work with now, is a veteran, what we call a wounded warrior, and he is overcoming a traumatic brain injury from serving in Afghanistan. He was traveling in a Humvee vehicle.
Yes.
And they hit an explosive device, and he was thrown about 40 feet from his vehicle and sustained a major head injury. It was not expected to him. He miraculously has, and he's recovered incredibly, but has been using music pretty much from the beginning of his recovery when he was down in the VA hospital in Washington. Interestingly, he's connected to music as a non-musician. And is using music not only to restore cognitive skills because of his brain injury, but he's using it beautifully as this form of self-expression to deal with the struggles of his injury, frustrations, feelings, emotions that are challenging and hard to talk about. He can play through his piano, which is really beautiful. So to share the music with both of those individuals absolutely has changed my life and perspective. We could probably talk about all of the clients that I see in a unique way.
Yeah.
That's been life-changing. But those are two in particular that really stand out. That while it is a joy to share music, it's also humbling to know that many people are going through some serious life challenges, and when we think of our own challenges, it puts them in perspective. I think
I agree.
everybody's challenges are important, but it does help us see that some are even dealing with more serious challenges than what we have on our plate.
Yeah.